Happy little Friday. What's going on, people? I'm excited. So much stuff to talk about. Obviously, there's going to be a big meeting. The Trump and the Pooter tomorrow. They were having issues trying to find out exactly where they were going to meet and end up doing it, somewhere. It's got to be safe, right? Trump's like, there's a Mexican restaurant. I love it in Anchorage. It's delicious. All of the chips you want for free. They didn't let you take as much as you want. They're not letting them do that. Have you ever tried a takeout? It's going to be great. But I think they're meeting at one of the bases because it's all about security. They're going to be in. They're going to be out. And I got a lot of this yesterday. I did some interviews this morning for other stations. And it's weird because you're negotiating on behalf of another nation that has no cards left to play. They've got none. Right? Trump's going in optimistic, cautiously optimistic, because I think he recognizes, what do you have? You've given him weapons. The average age, we were listening to something earlier, the average age, they say, is between 40 and 60 on the battlefield for Ukraine at this moment in time? You've run out of stuff. You've got nothing left to play except sending your people to slaughter, and that's not a lot. I mean, Europe is hoping that there's going to be something, and Trump's not going to go out, and he recognizes, I'm not going to go out and hit India and China with massive don't trust them, with massive tariffs and all these penalties and sanctions. So you don't have it to play. And I think Trump wants to look him in the eyes and say, all right, is he willing to do, if we give him a bunch of mineral rights? Because he's taken the land. I mean, at this point in time, that's Russia. Tell me it's not Russia. Well, it's not Russia, but tell me it's not. They own it. Are you getting it back? Europe's not ready to throw the soldiers in there yet. So the question is, what happens? And I think Trump he's cautiously optimistic that I think he feels if I can get them to at least stop fighting for now, that we could try to work something out. Because obviously there's no deal he could make because that's all going to be cleared through Ukraine. I think there's even a system they have to go through when it comes to ceasefire and the end of the war that may even have to go to the people. I mean, it's crazy. He can only do so much. And I think a lot of people on the right are thinking he's going to be, the super right, think this is it. He's playing 5D chess and stuff. He knows what hand he's got. He's going to try to play the best hand he can. And I think his goal is, let me get a ceasefire, get you two in the room. Then, if you guys can't work something out, well, that'll be that. But that's the best he's going to be able to do.
I don't know that we're going to get an immediate ceasefire, but I think it's going to come. See, I'm more interested in immediate peace deal, getting peace fast. And depending on what happens with my meeting, I'm going to be calling up President Zelensky, and let's get him over to wherever we're going to meet. I don't know where we're going to have the second meeting, but we have an idea of 3 different locations. And we'll be including the possibility, because it would be by far the easiest, of staying in Alaska. We have big flights and he has the same thing. We have a lot of planes going when the head of Russia, the head of the United States, et cetera, go.
So, Mr. President, did you tell Zelensky to be ready? Did you tell him to be ready to come? Should you start making legitimate progress?
I don't want to talk about a second meeting, even to him. I don't want to even indicate there might be a second meeting. Maybe there will, maybe there won't. So I don't want to talk that. It's not. Okay. It's not important enough. But it would be certainly convenient if we had a very good meeting, because I'm going to let them negotiate their deal. I'm not going to negotiate the deal. I'm going to let them negotiate their deal.
As you should. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. It's not your country, but you're negotiating on behalf of everybody because that's what big personalities. He's not going to listen to anybody else. And we'll see how this can get done. How much more does he want? Right now, he is making waves. Biggest waves he has made. Biggest moves he has made. He recognizes how weak they are and how they're running out of gas on a daily basis. They're running out of bullets and they're not advanced enough. Everybody thinks, well, we should give them all these weapons. Even if we did, they're not advanced enough. It takes months and years to learn some of this stuff. So this right here, this might be as good as you get. And we're going to have to figure that out, tomorrow. And I think there will be a second meeting. I wonder if they'd be in the same room together. That's the thing. And Putin's going to want, he wants Zelensky gone. And if I'm Zelensky, to be the hero of the nation, go in there, right? You've grifted enough. You've got what you need. Go in there and say, I'm willing to exit my post, have free and fair elections. You guys have nothing to do with it, and I will leave. I will even leave the country. Whatever you need to say and do, be that hero, fall on the sword. But if he says you guys have to demilitarize and you can't have anything, and then that's going to be a no-go. But then it's going to be up to Europe. And we can't. Trump's never going to go after India. I mean, he put, 50% tariffs on some stuff in India? They don't care. So here we are. It's going to be interesting. No doubt about that. It's going to be fantastic. It's cold up. They got polar bears. Hey, Vlad, you ever seen a polar bear? They're awesome. We got fun stuff today, too. So we did our one-hit wonder yesterday. And there's this question that went out of the internet. It's one of those ones where somebody just kind of asked a stupid question, but it got people thinking. And we're going to throw it out to you guys later about the worst song ever. Now, it has to be a real song. And I'm not talking about Disco Duck with Rick Dees. It can't be a novelty song, the worst song, because people have chosen it. And I'm not sure it's the worst song ever, but it's up there. There's no doubt about that. It is. It's not a good song. Bunch of other good stuff to get to. Ken is here. He's over there on the phone. I see Bell. Hi, Bell. How you doing, sir?
Hello. I'm good.
How you feeling, man?
Well, other than having to rinse out my shirt because I spilled coffee on it, I'm good.
It was one of those situations where I'm sitting there talking to him and telling him a story, and he just threw stuff all over. Hey, Ken, what's going on, brother?
Nothing much, boys. Still waiting on that phone call, but I've got to join you, boys. I can't just sit here and wait.
Yeah, you're missing out, man. So we're doing the worst song ever today, Ken.
Yeah. I'm ready.
It's going to be awesome.
I think Bell may have done that yesterday.
Bell finds him. Man, I got a couple of that last night. Some text messages. People go, what is Bell? Is he doing this to you guys on purpose? I'm like, no, he thinks. I don't know what that song was yesterday, but he thinks because it was on the chart.
That song was a number 4 hit.
That's all he keeps saying. That song's the greatest, bestest song of all time. It's awesome. It's a number 4 hit. Write it down, guys. 4 hit. You know how many songs released that year? 4.
David Geddes. Run,
Geddes.
Joey, run.
David Geddes. Oh, my Lord.
Run, Tom Sawyer, run.
Who Let the Dog Out? We've already got one vote for Who Let the Dog Out. The Baja Men. A great band they were. Whatever happened to those guys?
That was a novelty song, though, kind of.
What?
That was a novelty song, though.
It was kind of a novelty song. It was. I mean, you're right. Like Disco Duck, super novelty. Anything by Weird Al, novelty.
There's my phone call, boys. I'll be back.
All right, no worries. So you guys are all, anything from ABBA. There you go.
Wrong.
The Stroke by Billy Squier. I don't think that's very cool.
That was a good rock song.
It was. It was his other song and the video that ruined his career.
Rock Me Tonight. Let's roll around in satin and while we're wearing pastel colors.
Yeah, and your shirt half unbuttoned. Ooh-wee. Yeah, so there you go. You guys are getting in the worst song ever. We'll tell you what the worst song ever is coming up. Some of you chiming in also about tomorrow's meeting. And, this is where people go, you don't like Trump. No, I like Trump. And I think Trump is actually, this is where Trump does his best stuff, where he can sit there and look at you. He's going to read his face. And it's hard because Vladimir Putin, he just doesn't know where the bodies are buried in Russia. He buried them themselves. This guy is every bit the villain you think he is. And at the same time, he's a negotiator. But he does have all of the cards. I mean, think about if you're Zelensky, what do you have? Your country it's been torn apart. And now you've got this situation here where you're letting somebody else is having to negotiate because they won't get in the room with you. That's got to be weird. It's got to be weird. We've got some Israel stuff here today as well. I've got listening to these wackadoos about Israel because Israel has made an announcement. They've made they're not doing it anymore, guys. They're not hiding anything. They're going for it. I talked about this in my show today. They are 100% going for it. They're taking everything they possibly can. So, because they realize that their support is pretty much over. So they're going to ride the U.S., until the pockets run dry. And we're going to talk about that. But I've got hearing Lindsey Graham talk about Israel and thinking to yourself, what in God's name are you talking about? It is insane. It is absolutely insane. My goodness, look at all of the song. Putting on the Ritz, Elvira. Tiptoe Through the Tulips, that was a bad song. Was he a novelty or was...
Yes,
okay.
Without a doubt.
See, it was one of those things where I was like, is Tiny Tim a novelty himself? Or was his music... He died on stage, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he died on stage. It's not a way to go. Going out to Pink Floyd, anything by Pink Floyd. You guys got that? Anything on Pink Floyd. I Want to Ride My Bicycle by Queen. You realize there's some bad music out there when you see it. People start putting it up there. We Built This City, by the way, is on the list of the worst songs of all time, which is a shame. Which is a shame on the moon, Heart of Glass. I Write the Songs, The Tide is High. They're all flowing in, kids. They're all flowing in. Other stuff we're going to talk about today, a little bit of immigration. We got a little bit about D.C. and the insanity there, which I think is very just fascinating, watching people try to justify why you don't need help and at the same time also quietly go, I'm glad you're helping. But I have to say in front of the cameras that, I don't like this, but I'm really glad you're here. So it's a lot of good stuff today. Some crazy stuff, some fun stuff as well. Reach out to us across all of our social media, Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Carrier Pigeon. That'd be cool. Get me a Carrier Pigeon. Tell you what, that'd be nice. We're going to start sending text messages that way, so be prepared, kids. Coming up, let's talk about music. We'll do that straight ahead. If you're missing the show, we say shame on you. Grab the podcast. It is Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Is this phone call okay? You good?
Yeah, he's still on it.
Man, I tell you what, he is so popular.
That's how professional he is, though. Right in the middle of a phone call, boom, does a tease right back to the phone call.
I mean, he makes the news up anyways, but still, he could do it right off of his head. He doesn't even know anything about AT&T. He's like, Ma Bell, what? Child. It's funny watching the left fall over themselves over the DC stuff because, yeah, the usuals are going to freak out. But when you put everything at a state of emergency, then when a state of emergency actually happens, nobody pays attention. It's The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And watching them kind of try to figure out how to negotiate the crime issue is because they're going to fall into a trap. What's the trap? Who's pro-crime? Criminals are pro-crime when they're doing a crime. They're not pro-crime against themselves, for God's sakes. I was debating somebody this yesterday, and I said, here's the problem. But it's how it looks, right? It's how it's look. It's the brown and black people. That's always where they go. It's always with racism. And I said, you don't give people enough credit to realize that people who are brown and black, which are just Americans, but you have to put a color on it because, you've got to try to make sure it's a race thing. Those people are Americans. And you know what they don't want? Crime in their neighborhood. That's what they don't want. They don't want crime in their neighborhood. They're the ones who are the victims 99% of the time. That's the insane part of it. And yeah, but you make it think that all black and brown. No. You're an idiot if you think all black and brown people, they're all criminals. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Stop making them victims because you have this mentality that anybody who has a different pigment than you is a victim to the white man. That is not true, by the way. Not that it hasn't been in the past, but settle down. And is this going to be perfect? No. It isn't. Is this going to be something that will eventually have to come to an end? Yes, you're not going to keep these people here permanently. You can't. But it is something that I think is, and everybody's like, it's going to be a wake-up call for other cities. No, this is a special case. This is. I don't want troops running through our streets. I don't want any of that. But this is not uncommon to have the FBI use a show of force with local law enforcement. That's not uncommon. It's not uncommon to see agencies work together in this kind of situation. Oh, I saw a clap in there.
Oh, I'm back.
How you do? You okay?
Yeah, man. It's this real pretty girl out of Indonesia who says that she like long walks and need bank account number.
Oh, really? I thought her name was Long Walk.
And I gave it right up to her.
Did you?
I did, man. I can't wait to see how this relationship flourishes.
I think it's going to be good.
I ask him for his bank account number. I get nothing.
Well,
he
you
gives
should
it to
like
a
long
stranger.
walks, too. Was her name Kathleen? That was awesome.
Actually, I didn't catch her name.
It's okay. Now that she's got control of your computer, you're going to be fine.
Exactly.
And I just need your social security number.
Right.
It's going to be awesome.
Coming right up.
Oh, my Lord.
What's your
Coming
mother-
right up, my beaut.
What's your mother's maiden name?
I'm not telling that.
Shawitsky. How do you spell that? I don't know. I thought you could tell me. Oh, that is crazy. I see that we were just talking about the crime in D.C. I like the little experiment, but I don't want them unleashing National Guard everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the military, and it's probably not so much with the National Guard as it is like the real military, is there are no suspects with the military.
No.
You're a combatant.
Yeah.
They're not really trained for law enforcement. I mean, military police, but I don't think they're really trained for law enforcement.
No, they're not trained for law enforcement. And the other thing it also is, it's the National Guard, right? These guys were at Hertz Rent-A-Cars 3 days ago, right? And now they're doing their duty out there. This is we've got to be. It's the look. There's also that's something that goes with it, and the show of force in an area like this, especially because it's a different situation, is one thing. But surging with the FBI, surging with other federal agencies, that has been done on more than a few occasions, and that's fine. This, though, I think was, let's just make sure we get this good to show them crime doesn't pay. Plus, you got to let it happen, Democrats. Find out what it looks like. If 6 weeks from now they're still there and crime is still not doing well and people are frustrated, well, then you'll have your answer. But if crime's gone down significantly and people are having a smile on their face as they skip down the road, well, then there's your answer.
Well, and it was just reported by NBC, the Metropolitan Police Department is going to start working with ICE.
Yeah.
They're going to start notifying ICE whenever they run across people during traffic stops, whether they've been accused of a crime or not. If they're not legal, they're going to contact ICE.
And Trump has the authority to do this for 30 days.
For 30 days,
And then after the 30 days, Congress has to reauthorize it and say you can continue.
And they have to. And I don't know. Well, I mean, again, will they be back from recess? Mike Johnson might kick him on to recess a little bit longer just in case. You never know. Guys, don't even bother coming back. We're good.
Get back out there on the monkey bars.
The monkey bars. Oh, man, I'd hurt my arm. Just thinking about it. Coming up. Worst song in history. It's been voted on by the internet, which, as we know, tells nothing but the truth. We're hearing from you guys what the worst song is. I'm letting you guys know what you guys. And by the way, I've saw several Beatles in there. And there was a Run, Joey Run. That was also one thrown in there. I don't know where that was from. Was that the name of that song from the Geddes guy?
David Geddes, Run, Joey, Run, number 4 hit in 1975.
Yeah, that one. That was
Number
awful.
4 hit.
We'll talk a little bit about that, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Home. Oh, it's just, that's as much as I can get.
Terrible.
It is terrible.
Terrible.
Drum, they got the drum. Captain Monkey, Sinky Winky, everybody knows you're stinky. Oh boy, it's home. It's everything you think it would be.
Right.
So they put it out there and they came up with a list, and that was leading the way because they were really trying.
Right.
Number 2 We built this city, which is a shame because I love that song. Starship. What are you thinking? Number 3, Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray.
Yeah. Nothing against Mr. Ray, but boy, that song.
It was it the hair too? I feel it was the whole thing. I don't know who it is, a guy in the sports station. I think it's one of the football guys today. So I'm coming in, and I got to ask Jackson. Jackson, get him in here. This guy had the greatest mullet I have seen in years. And he was coming into the station. He had a little beeper. Do you know who that is? So I'm serious. Ken, it was the kind of thing where you're like, I should probably take a picture with it.
I'm getting one. I'm going to get one.
You're going to get a skullet? Skullets are awesome. So you got no hair on the top?
Dude, I could do a mullet again, but my hair is real thin these days.
Who was the guy, who's the sports guy that has the mullet?
The mullet?
Yeah. It's a big dude who's got the mullet, wearing the hat. You were talking to him earlier. Said hi to you.
Ross?
Is that his name?
Yes, Ross. He's a producer at The Zone.
Oh, Brother Ross. Yeah.
That thing was fresh out of the shower. It was bouncy. I wanted to take a picture with him, but I thought he'd get mad at me.
Oh, you can take a picture with Ross. He's a great guy.
Oh, just the hair. I just want the hair.
You just the hair? Would you like the business in the front part or the party in the back?
Oh, the party was all in the back when I came in. I thought, I've never seen this guy, and it was just spectacular.
Ross has worked here forever now. How long has he been here, Jackson?
He started in February.
Yeah.
He's been here a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know. I'd not seen him, and that was great. So tell him I give him a thumbs up on that thing.
All right. Appreciate you, Chad.
That
Have a
was
good show.
Thank you so much. It was awesome. So, Achy Breaky Heart might have been the hair, too, guys.
Well, remember because during the guitar solo or whatever, he was head banging.
Yes.
Well, he was more like body banging. His torso was banging. And then the hair was flipping forward. Then
like the hair had its own
back.
concert going on. You couldn't stop it. No, it was great. You know what? A lot of people, too, said this on the text line. Friday by Rebecca Black. It's Friday, Friday. I think she did. I think she did it as a kind of a fun joke. I don't know, but it is annoying.
No, I think she was deadly serious, and she definitely needed auto-tune to help her out. But going back to Billy Ray, that was very much a style at the time, and that man had no problem getting women.
No, he didn't.
They were all over him when he was hitting the top of the charts.
Well, they should have. You see that hair? That thing was awesome. That thing probably got its own women. Then you got it was awesome. Ice Ice Baby's in there, which is phenomenal. Can Barbie Girls on here.
All right.
Now we get to some serious people that have made songs. By the way, the last one that I'm going to read on the charts, I've never heard of this song. The title is maybe the worst title I've ever heard of, and apparently it was real. But here's another one: Ebony and Ivory, Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder.
Oh, I freaking
You've never
love
heard that?
No, I've heard that. The last one I've never heard. Do you remember when Saturday Night Live, Joe Piscopo and Eddie did that? I am
Yes.
black and you are white. You're as blind as a bat,
Yes.
but I got sight.
Yeah, he was playing Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, Episcopos Sinatra was awesome.
Oh, my Lord. This one, I've never heard of this one. It's a Bowie track, The Laughing Gnome.
Never heard it.
The Laughing Gnome
It's
by
often
David
cited as an
Bowie.
example of a song that his fans would rather forget. The Beatles are on here, Revolution 9. Some people say it's an unlistenable mess.
That was Lennon being experimental.
It might have been. It looks it's just I've never even heard of it. Have you?
Yeah, it was on the White Album.
Well, again, I don't like the Beatles, so it doesn't matter. Taylor Swift, Me, with Brendan Urie.
Never heard of that.
They call it
Yeah,
saccharine and over the top. This is the one, though, and I have never heard of this song ever. Spin put it as their worst. Lemon Incest by Serge Gainsborough and Charlotte Gainsborough, featuring a father and daughter duet that has been heavily criticized for its subject matter.
I would imagine so.
What is that? Who thought that was a good idea? But for the rest of us, we're going to be stuck with that horrible Edward Sharp. He actually came out. He said, part of its appeal is that it's not perfect. I'm like, nope. It's not part of anybody's appeal, kids. That was awful. It was. Now everybody's looking up lemon incest. Hold on, I can't talk. I got to look up this weird song that you talked about. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, that is insane. Macarena, anything Taylor Swift. I'm getting a lot of that stuff. Beyonce. Is Tay-Tay, is that Taylor Swift? Is that her nickname? Okay, anything by Taylor, Tay-Tay. The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang. Paul sang
I worked with the Bloodhound Gang when I was working at Geffen, and they were such a blast. They had a track out called The Roof is on Fire.
Oh.
And it ended up being kind of a novelty song because they used the word MF in the hook, and it had to be beeped every time. So it was almost like the beep gave it more attention than it would have gotten if they were just cussing.
Were they serious?
No. I mean, they were a serious band, but as far as looking at themselves as like actual rock stars, not even a little bit.
Yeah. And if you don't know who they are, their famous song was? What Does the Fox Say?
No.
No, was it? It was God, they had that one big hit.
It was I think it was subtitled "The Roof Is on Fire."
Yeah.
I remember that one.
What did the fox say? That one. My daughter loves that song.
No, the name of the track was actually "Fire, Water, Burn."
Fire, Water, Burn. Let's see here. The lamest song ever was "Gloria" by Laura Branigan.
Fire, Water, Burn. That should be from a band called Frankenstein. Burn!
Oh, everybody wants to know, what's the woman's name that you play on White Girl Wednesday? That would be Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do you remember they played, how like they have the summer concert series like on Good Morning America? And they brought these, they had them on, and everybody's out there, all these kids, and everybody's out there holding their signs, or one of those shows where like Al Roker's there, and they're all dressed up like foxes, and they're talking about doing like they do on the Discovery Channel. Our House is not the worst song ever. It is the worst Madness song ever.
Man, that was on MTV.
I thought they were talking
constantly.
about. What was the Crosby, Stills, and Nash song, Our House?
Oh, that one's Our House
Yeah.
is a very, very fine. Yeah, that's off. No, I think they're thinking Our House Madness.
Oh, okay.
You got to get it right, guys. Is it Madness or the horrible one with Crosby, Stills, and Nash?
I think Crosby, Stills, and Nash is much worse than Madness.
Yeah, Madness is great.
Yeah, that song was actually pretty good.
It was quirky, but it was fun.
Oh, yeah, they were great. I love Suggs is awesome. That's awesome. So there you go. Right now, in the lead, though, is Edward Sharp. But I will tell you, the Barney song, that's not a real song, though. That's not a real song. Man, Wave by Wave, Pat Green, Blue Flowers, Dr. Octagon. Somebody's name is that. We got to come up with Here's one. Phil Collins. It's no fun being an illegal alien.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
Genesis.
Oh, was that Genesis? Yeah. So that
song stinks.
Yeah, that is so bad. Oh, they were dressed as dogs. I didn't know who they were dressed as. But somebody said Susu Studio was also a horrible song.
That was a solo Phil Collins.
Yeah. Whatever it was or they did, it was awful. Don't do it again, sir. Don't do it again.
I actually like Susudio. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good song.
Fail!
I liked a lot of Phil Collins' solo stuff, even some of the ballads.
You Can't Hurry Love?
I didn't like that one. But that was he redid that, or he covered that,
Yeah,
right?
he covered that. He covered that for sure. He covered it right to their face. All right, coming up, we got your urban word of the day, which goes along with what's going on with the PPI. You know what the PPI is? Sometimes somebody's got to have to take a PPI. That's kind of what this was. And I'm wondering, did they fire somebody today? Because the PPI numbers weren't great. We'll talk about that straight ahead. Chad Benson, 997. The math don't math. That's the saying the kids use. The math don't math.
Things aren't adding up.
Things don't add up. So Trump probably went today, I saw the PPI, the math don't math, fire him. It's not mathing the way I want it to math.
That's not good math.
That's bad. Poor math. Poor math.
Did he use a protractor?
The protractor. So the math don't math. That's when something, no matter what you try to do, it isn't adding up the way you want it to. The math don't math, kids, is your urban word of the day. Somebody doesn't like the fact that we say football.
Football.
Yeah.
Speaking of protractors, you remember whenever they let us take that? Those were like required school supplies.
Yep.
And you could have killed somebody with one.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, now, if you think about it, like, they gave you one. I remember, like, what am I going to be, an architect? What am I, Mr. Brady?
Am I going to make big circles?
Mr. Brady, never once saw him draw a house.
No.
I don't even know what he did. He was an architect. For what? You never at work.
He didn't need a protractor.
He didn't. He's all in his brain and his perm. Come on, once he came back with the perm, we all knew.
He should have used one of those power fist combs.
Oh, that'd have been awesome. Coming on in right there. Got one in the back.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up, hour number 2 of the program. Talk a little bit about Israel. We got some other stuff as well, including a crazy thing that happened with a lady who had to was forced to make her kid go in an ambulance and what it cost her. Nuts. Talk about that as well from Missy Show. Shame. Grab the podcast. Chad Benson Show.